My name is Nick Smith, and I'm an agency owner with Farmers Insurance. I grew up in a middle-class family all the way up until I was about 13, and then my dad lost his job, and then all of a sudden he was gone, and I was being raised by my mom by herself. She was probably making 20 grand a year. You know, in order for me to have a car, I had to pay for the car. I had to pay for the gas. I had to do everything on my own. So the independent thinking had to come early, and if I wanted to do anything. I didn't want to have a boss. I did independent things without, you know, working for somebody else. Even at 15, I had my own lawn company that I was doing 60 yards a week, and you know, so I've always had my own thing for the most part. And then in my 20s, I, worked for other people, and I hated it, and always thought, man, I could be doing this on my own better than he could. So owning my own business was something that I've always known and wanted to do since I was, 14, 15 years old. Little did I know how stinking hard it was going to be for the first 5 years. I mean, it was incredibly hard. In-laws have a moving company, so I worked for them during the day. I'd come in the office at night, and I'd make cold calls all night long. Some design work on the side, designing logos, doing some websites and stuff like that. So the first 2 or 3 years wasn't just selling insurance. It was picking any odds and end jobs that I could pick up to make this thing work. Because I had a wife who stayed at home. I had 2 babies at the house. So, I had to work my tail off. A couple of years ago, man, I was stuck in a rut. I really honestly was, and I couldn't see it. Not because I was doing it wrong, it's because I didn't know any better. Rates were not good. Selling was difficult. Staffing was just unbelievably difficult to keep good staff in here. I was having a ton of turnover. And I was about ready to hang it up and sell out. I was just done. And that's about when I got introduced to the concept of the Wheel of Wealth and Thrive. Some of the specific things I've learned about running my business is systems and being organized. Before, I think I just kind of shot from the hip a lot of times. But man, since, I started this whole journey, and I've developed systems for each of the employees, but not just the employees, but for the position. So the fear of wondering when I'm gone, wondering if things are being done, I don't have to worry quite as much. Business-wise, finally got over the hump, and we're actually growing again, whereas before we were just declining, and now we're back up, and we're back over what we were a couple of years ago now. The training's ongoing, even to from where I'm at now. I still feel like I need to get further. The training itself is just, it'll rock your world. It really will change the way you think and look at business. So all those things just kind of culminated into this big, successful business that I feel like I have now. All that stuff has just been life-altering, man.